Fly and NOtail have been playing MOBAs together for almost a decade. They've played on the same teams for most of their lives, in the same games, in the same roles. They've grown together, won together, and even lost together. But they've done something few other players have. Together, they've built one of the most stable orgs in Dota history, with 4 major wins to their name. And it all started because the 2 men who led OG found a brotherhood through Dota, a connection they wanted to share with a team of their own. This is their story. Tal, Fly, Isaac, and Johan NOtail Sundstein met through video games when they were 14. Fly grew up in Israel and Canada, with fitness and exercise as a core part of his identity. His father trained him in martial arts, instilling in him a sense of how important discipline is to any serious competitor, and that became a core part of his leadership style. In Denmark, NOtail grew up obsessed with video games. That obsession developed into a dream, and soon he decided to dedicate himself to them full-time while he was still in high school. Their paths first crossed online in Heroes of New Earth, one of several MOBAs that cropped up between Dota and Dota 2. The pair eventually signed with a Fnatic roster that is considered one of the best in that game's history, with wins at DreamHack Winter 2010 and 2011, and DreamHack Summer 2011 and 2012. But as Han began to wind down, Fnatic's roster transitioned to Dota. The team didn't pick up too many wins early on, but were a consistent presence in the top 8 of various tournaments, and most notably picked up a win over No Tidehunters' soon-to-be legendary roster at Thor Open 2012.
Advantage of this, Loda on the low ground does get netted in. Reverse polarity coming out of Hani. He's going to skewer it back into Era, and a crit instantly kills 3 heroes. From No Tidehunter, Loda dies before he gets to do anything. 3,000 damage. And Admiral Bulldog dies as well, and No Tidehunter calls the good game.
Despite coming short of placing first at a significant tournament, the team was invited to the International 2013 and played well in the group stage.
This could be the last fight. If it goes poorly for Navi, could cost them the game. Phonic blown up instantly by the carapace of NOtail. Now Havos, that's 2 to fall. They want more. Trixie on the backside, they're chomping away. They're slapping them down, and Navi get 2-0'd by Fnatic. 0-2 in Group A, one of your favorites. Team wiped, an exclamation point on an outstanding performance.
Damn.
35-13, Navi just got rolled.
Although their early tournament performance was respectable, the bracket phase of the competition proved to be too great a hurdle for Fnatic to overcome.
He's going to go down right now. Double kill for Mushi. Buyback by Darkseer. Buyback by the SF for Mushi. He is destroying triple, ultra, and he will take the top Rex. And GG comes out. Fnatic have been eliminated by the Malaysians. Orange will advance themselves forward.
The next season didn't treat Fnatic much better. The team performed well at qualifiers and minor events, but the bigger, better teams always won out at premieres. But through their formative years with Fnatic, Fly and NOtail's signature styles became apparent. NOtail was the team's leader. He was brash, loud, and animated.
I'm here with NOtail from Fnatic, or as I've now been informed, Big Daddy?
Yep, that's right.
Why?
Why not?
Fly, on the other hand, became a student of the game. He was the man behind Fnatic's drafts and served as a calming presence for the team.
Even inside, if I think I would probably lose, I would still say I'm gonna win, because it helps your mentality.
Outside of Dota 2, they were the best of friends, but that chemistry alone was not enough to carry Fnatic to victory against the game's best teams.
They're going to keep on chasing.
He's got his BKB black hole and he wants to turn it around.
Arteezy actually finds NOtail on the backside. He gets a double kill, brings down Fly as well. I believe they used the Fiend script there to secure those and looking for more. Oh, in the end, they'll bring down 3 and GG Fnatic.
Unfortunately, Fnatic, oh man, that's tough. They had the lead in game 1. It wasn't a massive lead, but it was definitely a game which they felt they should have won.
Fnatic would make it back to TI in 2014. But this time, they bombed out in the group stage.
Wagner is still back here. He's trying to train out. He actually got him. He actually managed to bring down the Nagasaran. They're both flying back. Shadow Shunnam as well as Nagasaran. And the rapier is in the hands of nature's prophet. The damage is too much. No fortification for Fnatic. It's over. Game.
Fly and NOtail were the first to leave Fnatic following their abrupt TI4 exit. The duo joined up with legendary Natus Vincere players Puppey and Kuroki and Alliance's S4 to form Team Secret. According to NOtail, the organization was supposed to be something different. Most Dota teams would switch rosters just days after a tournament if they didn't win. Secret was intended to be a place where the players would work things out instead. And at first, it looked like things were going according to plan.
Well, we'll see. Like that, the Purge goes down, and they're going to be able to follow up with the hook shot. He still got off the BKB, though. Now he's going to turn this fight so damn low, but Bulma in some serious trouble. He's going to be taken down. Kuro running right through Heroes. Korok's going to fall as well, and GG is the call from the US team. They are done being punished like this. Team Secret will quickly claim game number 2.
But behind the scenes, that wasn't the case. Fly was removed from the support role and pushed to position 2. He wasn't leading the team, and he wasn't drafting. He was out of his element and unable to show what had made him so valuable to Fnatic.
Seen this before in other games as well, and actually in Dota 2 as well, but where you build a super team, and inevitably one of the players is highlighted as the weak link, as it were, and he's been highlighted as that already, but that doesn't mean he's a bad player.
By December, Secret kicked Fly. Fly ended up wandering for a bit, playing for Me Pwned, an EU stack, and eventually Complexity Gaming in NA. NOtail didn't stick around much longer. By January, he was off Secret as well and went to Cloud9. It was the first time Fly and NOtail ever played on different teams. From January to August 2015, the brotherhood forged by Dota was broken up. Neither player made any significant waves leading up to TI5, but the tournament brought them back together, only on opposite sides of the battlefield. Complexity stomped C9 2-0 in the group stage, but both teams would end up drowning in the deeper waters of the lower bracket. After a season of playing apart with little success between them, Fly and NOtail decided something needed to change. Major and TI victories had escaped the duo's grasp time after time. They weren't young rising stars anymore. They were veterans that had supposedly hit their peak, and they weren't going to get signed as a package deal. But Fly and NOtail knew they were better together. They were tired of teams kicking players right after TI. The knee-jerk decision always seemed to make sense in the moment, but it rarely panned out. So they put their heads together and built something new. An organization that believed in working through mistakes and focused on developing a core set of players. They built the foundation of OG, Monkey Business.
We wanted people to feel comfortable, to be able to share whatever they have to say, and just, have some fun together while still working towards the same goal. So it was two different things combined.
Fly brought Moon Meander with him from Complexity, and the team went on to recruit Crit, a longtime Danish player who had yet to get a big break on a major team. And then there was Miracle, a pub star with the highest MMR in the world. With Fly and NOtail's philosophy of positivity and perseverance fueling them, the new roster announced themselves to the Dota world.
It's rapidly going to be burned out of all of this bidding. Back in Big Daddy NOtail's, he's being controlled right now, but the Shadowgrave's still there. Iceberg's dead as well. It's everything. 27-8. They got 1 kill in exchange for like 7. And Goretz is coming back to look around to be the 8th. And GG is going to be called before that can happen.
This will finish off the Queen of Pain, and Steel Kid, he'll just die to right clicks. Miracle uses the ultimate. Requiem of Souls will connect on 2. Era with nowhere to go. He's just going to stand his ground and fall. Now the Yules put up on the Witch Doctor. Handscan's going to get taken out. Ends up being a 4 for 2, and that's it. Good game is called. NIP will fall 2-0 to Monkey Business.
After qualifying for the Frankfurt Major, Monkey Business rebranded as OG and entered their second ever LAN tournament with tons of promise. Pundits felt that OG was strong, but too green to lift the trophy.
In terms of LAN experience, the players individually on OG has a lot, but as a team, they're yet to perform. They were at MLG as their first LAN together, and they went out pretty early on.
At first, OG proved them right. The group stage was rough, and 2 losses to Vega Squadron forced them down to the lower bracket.
Goes down, loses to Divine Rapier. That was everything OG had. And now Vega Squadron on the victory march straight through middle lane will be your second team in the top bracket from this group.
For any other team, that would have been the end of the line. The road to victory was too long and riddled with a gauntlet of Dota 2's most dangerous teams. But OG was built to prevail through adversity. Fly y NOtail's veteran experience resulted in a team that was made to work together and win. And they did.
The hero is doing the most of that. We go straight in onto DJ. There's the jump forward. Fisher as well. In comes Crit with the balls, and they'll try and turn around a little bit. And there's a mega kill streak for Crit. Fnatic, can they turn? They get the Winter's Curse up onto Miracle. He's going to be able to live through though.
Oh, he's not dead.
He's actually keeping him alive. He'll finally go down. So it's a 1-for-1. NOtail.
This is really good.
What's coming in there? Durango snap removed.
Oh, the armlet toggle.
They're all going to die. Maybe OG will die.
Maybe not.
No. Miracle with the armlet toggle keeps himself alive.
They get him off.
It's a team wipe against Fnatic.
Mineski came next and crumbled under OG's might.
He's going to get silenced. Shards come out as well, but the Saurus there to heal. Ice Blast to fly across, and that's a nice Sonic Wave. They'll get the Night Stalker, but NOtail starting to go to work. Miracle as well with the Requiem. There's a snowball to buy them some time, but they've lost the Drow, they've lost the AA, they're going to lose the Tusk, they're going to lose the Venge. 4 dead, only Cuckoo surviving, and GG is called. It's all too much for Mineski. OG just outclassing them this series.
Next was Virtus Pro, OG's first challenge, but OG rallied after a first game loss and took the series 2-1.
See if they can find the jump here. They've got the vision moves there with the crosses to Phobos. 5 is tracked as well. Moonpot's the BKB, but they'll pick up this Phobos here in the snowball. Icepod gets laid down. Crit, he's been caught out. He's going to get stunned up. They'll lose the Dark Seer, but they will find the Bane response to Fly with the Grave though. Crit, he's going to be kept alive for the Nightmare. Crit's not dead yet, and he might get himself out. No, he will fall.
in trouble.
But they get the Ulcept off of G, but he's solo. He will go down as well. Double kill for Miracle. It's a 3-for-1. They get FNG as well.
They're all...
The TP. The crush is there. It's going to be a team-wide triple kill for Miracle!
After casting aside CDEC Gaming, eHome, and TI5 champions Evil Geniuses, OG had finally made it to the grand finals.
It's been an incredible story, and the first team ever to come from the very first round best of 1 games and reach a grand final at a Valve-sponsored event.
There, they faced Team Secret, the team that kicked Fly y NOtail all those months ago, the team that led them to play a part, the team that OG was built to be better than.
Walks in, the smoke's gonna break, and Weeha, well, there's your cross from Misery. Massive pulls it down with the snowball, dragging Fly up with the Sonic Wave. It's so hard on OG, but they got so much life. Puppy dropping down low. There's 2 heroes lost. Probably gonna be a third. Misery so low, and Fly, the cold embrace gets him up. Weeha will die from the fall. It's a double kill for NOtail. It's 4 kills for OG. They can fight this 5, but that's gonna be it. In fact, they just call it before the timing is up. GG. OG will take game number 1. Moon with the blade mail up, there's no way he can fight. Pilot Eye sitting in the trees for as long as possible. Supports arrive with Miracle getting the sun over on Misery. He'll go down as well, and Weeha cursed up. Secret, they've committed too much. Envy might be in this fight, but he's not doing enough work. So you get the buyback out from Pilot Eye. They need his control in this engagement, but OG, they've kind of already won. They've burned through the Queen of Pain and Puppy with a Splinter Blast. Actually, with a concoction as well. He can't do enough. He'll end up dying. Pilot die. Here's your dieback. 4 heroes down from Team Secret. Want to go with the Shadow Blade's going to come underneath the Observer and Sentry Ward. They can see him clearly. Lincoln Spear will trigger against the BKB off as well as the oldie. Attacking into Clockwork. Gets the bash. The hookshot won't get him out of here, but Miracle catching Weeha. And with the curse, 2 minutes on the sideline. Buyback is available. The Pilot Eyes on the run. The homing missile chasing him. But Miracle just knocked all over him.
Secret would momentarily halt OG's momentum in Game 3.
And with that roll forward, Crit at least can't try and blink himself up, but Misery equal to the task. And that is a team wipe.
But in Game 4, the Green Machine would not be denied.
18 seconds without spin. Miracle is beating into that melee Rex, and now he actually steals spin as well. You can take a little bit of the damage off, and a blink 3-man crush. Envy looking for the damage follow-up. The concoction is going to be there. How much have they got? Misery forced to up him away. We are there's your Requiem from Miracle with the Rages combined. Secret, they've taken too much damage. OG have got it. They've got the TG out from Secret. OG, they fight all the way through the lower bracket and will be claimed the champions of the first ever Dota 2 Major live here in Frankfurt.
With that victory, Fly and NOtail lifted their first Valve trophy to cap off the most incredible lower bracket run in Dota 2's storied history.
A huge run, the dream run, achieving what no other team has done, and no other team will probably achieve for a very long time.
Secret would avenge themselves at the Shanghai Major a few months later, knocking OG into the lower bracket, which, this time, OG could not recover from. But despite their lapse in form, OG stuck together and kept pushing, all the way to the Manila Major, which they would conquer from the upper bracket.
OG are doing it, Liquid! They can't withstand the punishment! OG are the Manila Major champions!
Things were looking good for OG in 2016, but at TI, the team that had looked so good all year bombed out after back-to-back losses to MVP Phoenix and colossal underdogs TNC.
The mid, do they go for a GG push? Yep, they are. They're attacking the tier 4 towers, are ready to jump forward. Crit, he needs help now. That wall, will it be enough? Kuku's still there, and the chronosphere caught too! Kuku's right next to it! NOtail's gonna go down! No buyback! They're going for the tier 4! Amber's out! Arabia's gone! Is it dead? Has TNC done the impossible? Two-time major winners, you are gone! Have eliminated OG! TNC have done it! The dream, the reality!
OG eliminated on day number 2 of TI6.
OG's early TI exit was a tough pill to swallow for NOtail and Fly.
I feel like as a team and myself, I wasn't able to get in tune with everyone. Like, I also felt like I was talking way less. This tournament, it brings out something like other tournaments don't either.
Like, forget strategy apart, and it doesn't matter, you know, we could be like super, like way better than another team, but they have that fire and we don't, we're gonna lose.
This time, change was unavoidable. Crit, Miracle, and Moon Meander left and were replaced by Jerax, S4, and Ana. But Fly and NOtail, the spirit of OG, were still there, and they had no plans of giving up. With their new lineup, OG bounced back from the disappointment of TI at the Boston Major, only dropping 2 games en route to capturing an impressive 3rd Valve Major title.
You guys redid your entire team, and you did it again! You 2 are the only survivors, and that's your 3rd Major! How? How is this possible? How have you done it?
I mean, it's definitely thanks to these 3. No way, and of course Coach Seb, but I mean, we just play like some, we're oldies, you know, we just play some rusty Dota and then we get carried.
In spring of 2017, OG attended the Kiev Major, making it all the way to the Grand Finals.
They've never lost a major final either. They've had 3 out of 3 so far. They're in their 4th final as an organisation. I wonder whether that will stay on as well.
Their opponent, Virtus Pro, came into the series hot. They had only dropped 2 games the entire tournament and were being hailed for their incredible flexibility and ferocious team fighting.
G Gaming start to outplay VP down the stretch here, and now they've got them on the run. They damage no one. They chase forward. RTK's there, but now the combo! Vacuum! Static Storm! Absolute destruction! VG Gaming! The door slams shut and cuts them off at the hands.
VP right now look absolutely incredible.
As the only CIS team in the bracket stage, VP had the crowd at their backs. And now, face to face with the defending champions, they looked poised to drag OG into a bloodbath.
Will they be the ones to stop OG?
OG took game 1.
A quick Yorceptor. They need to get him out of here. The Aegis Immortal is still up, and the RP connects beautifully from Pasha. Pull him back in. No one. It's time to nom on OG. Will the damage be enough? Not with NOtail. Summons the life back in again. Aegis Immortal will trigger. Pasha, he's ticking out at the moment. He will die. Another control. It's just too much control. No one. Spun up into the air once more. Comes down into the Sunstrike, and that will put him on the noggin. Solo, he's dragged out. Everyone's gone. GG.
But VP answered back by taking 2 games in a row.
So remember, they have a special wand to bring him back in. The Observer Sentry, the RP, it catches Ana. This could be big. The Wukong command, however, on the back lines. Rock may turn this fight around, but Ana gets the distance. He won't kill off Solo. Instead, it's no one. He's the one doing the murdering at the back claws. 2 down for the moment. The Nova will trigger, but all the sun's up as the goal. But inside the base, it is the king of ludicrous damage. It is Ramsey's triple kill at GG. Yep, they're coming in. The stun is already there. They found Anna S4. Yule Scepter will send up the Dragonite. Sets him up for the skewer back. No one's not part of this fight. Maybe with the Stone Gaze. They're keeping no one out of the engagement, allowing Anna and NOtail to focus on the Immortal. I don't know why they want to do that. Ramsey's still alive, down to 1/3 life. The Rock will drop. Gets the extra stun. They're bouncing around, double buybacks. Required. RP still involved. They come back in the 3-man RP. The damage, it needs to happen right now, but no one's just standing his ground and doing the work. This should be it. It should be GG because you've got OG 1 foot in the grave, and now they're about to be pushed in by the Russians. TheScore, they have wiped OG from the face of the earth and are now 1 game up in the Kiev Major Grand Final.
Following Game 3, morale was low, but after years in the trenches together, NOtail and Fly weren't too worried.
Think about it this way, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna have another 1,000 Dota games. I might as well enjoy them, each one of them. No reason to be sad or mad about any of them.
I'm happy that we're here and we have this chance. It's not over, nothing's over. It's a reset.
How many best of 3s did we do this?
Yeah, it's just 2 more games, think about it.
And that positive, never say die attitude was rewarded in Game 4.
They've already got one sitting between the mid tower. Okay, that might be one way to do it onto G-Ranks, but Ember Spirit jumping forward with the double silence. Juggernaut as well as Crystal Maiden, nothing they can do apart from burn. Ramsey's the TP out the Rock, it actually connects. No way to TP out this one. Quick Omni Slash doesn't get the lucky bounce, and so G-Ranks will be able to escape. Solo will come up, trying to actually stop this, but then again, you've got Monkey King getting caught on the way through. Ramses will try and be involved as well. Here goes your RP. Solo onto Anna. The Flame Guard protection. His Spirit jumps forward, actually into a kill position. Taking Solo. The Spirit away. The skewer will work, but the defensive Spirit allows him to escape. The kick, it catches 2. S4, they can go for more. Will he actually put down the hole? Not required. The kills, they're all rolling the way of OG. Jumping forward. There goes your Rock. It connects on Pasha. He won't get the RP off. This could be it. No RP and GG. Well played. Under the cover of the black hole. OG will do what hasn't been done in 4 years of Dota 2 Valve tournaments. They will force a Game 5.
VP stormed out of the gate, taking a commanding lead in Game 5.
Before, this time is the power of the Dazzle. Timber chain forward, looking for the damage with the Chakram. They push him around as NOtail. There's your jump forward, the Hawk Stomp. It connects on the OD, they're going to kill him off. This is a big fight if they can keep the contesting there. The Rock will fall from Warlock, combining with the Better Bonds. Jira creates a little bit more space with the overgrowth. The damage from NOtail is huge, but not enough. No one is just doing his work. He survives through this. He wants one more hit on NOtail. Solo actually gets the kill because of the fatal bonds. He got hit by the Ancients, and 4 heroes go down for OG. The Jello Grave will keep him alive. Jiro's got a little bit of space. Remember, he's the one carrying the gem pass. Will duel him up, bring him down. NOtail as well will fall. OG, they're falling apart.
But through sheer will and determination, OG clawed their way back from the brink of annihilation.
He actually gave a little bit of vision, but he wants to punch into Ramses. G-Ranks doesn't actually get the bash, however. Concoction's preparing the Rock with the Fatal Bonds. Will connect out. Yule Scepter, they're keeping OD out of the fight. And the big root, they're holding him there. But the damage, you'll drop the hammer for the bash again. He's still doing his work. NOtail, this Timbersaw, he's the man doing the damage until Anna. Oh, it's a lockdown. You actually have the fight going the way of OG.
From there, OG couldn't be stopped.
He's just trying to gun towards whoever he can. Now the duel, it's over on Anna. He didn't get his BKB off the Hawk Stomp plus the Stampede. The time is there. No one. Again, a very ineffective ultimate from him. You brought down the tree, but at what cost? Centaur will fall. Anna needs to do more damage. No one so low. Anna with a double kill. Holding his ground. Ramsey is back. He can't get away. Stampede, jump forward, catch out Lil. The Rocks will drop, but they just don't have the damage to repel OG. Virtus Pro call it. GG. OG will be claimed 4-time Dota 2 major winners here in Kiev.
Unfortunately, that win at the Kiev Major is OG's last premier win. Although the team struggled yet again at TI7 and the roster may have changed, Fly y NOtail's philosophy remains the same.
Treat people the way you want to be treated. Work hard, enjoy the challenges in life and accept the failures along the way. They're there and you can't run away from them.
Always do your best and remember to always get back up no matter where you are in life.
Over the course of 8 years, Fly y NOtail have grown alongside one another, and through the solidarity and friendship they found in each other, they assembled one of Dota's most stable, successful, and beloved organizations. Whether or not they win TI during their careers remains to be seen. But one thing that can't be denied is the determination they've shown along the way to confront every challenge together.
Can't stress on it more. Honestly, these two guys are not only just in the game, incredible, but out of the game.
Against Evil Geniuses, knocking EG down to the lower bracket. OG will move one step closer to the Aegis as they continue their run in the upper bracket after what a series, what a game three, and Sumail heartbroken, understandably so, losing a game. Sumail 31-4-8. It's going to be one of the best KDAs we've seen on a losing team as OG against all odds were able to bring this game back round.
What unbelievable comebacks we have between these two teams in 2 back-to-back games. OG with the fortitude to stick through it after dealing with such adversity with the Tiny.
Oh, the look there from NOtail. I mean, you could feel it this game. There was the drama, there was the passion, and OG, against any other team, I don't know if they would have played as well as they did here.
They did seem to have a fire lit under them.
You could absolutely feel it from OG. We saw an incredible turnaround from EG in Game 2, but that comeback and turnaround from OG in Game 3 has to be by far the biggest that we've seen here at this TI.
Absolutely, that was remarkable to see, just the itemization, every little play coming in here for this matchup.
What a game, what a way to end the day, and of course we'll now pass it back to the panel to wrap that one up. What a Game 3. OG take the series 2-1.
Thank you very much, and we can see the smiles on their faces. I don't think it'd be an exaggeration to say that OG has truly grown.
How could this happen?